Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from group number 3. In this group project, Fundamental of Plant Technology, we have choose fractional distillation of making crude oil, which is petroleum industry. Before we start, let me introduce my group member. First, Muhammad Amir Aiman. Second, myself, Ahmad Shahidi. Third, Muhammad Al-Ilmi. And the last, Taranjit Singh.
Before I continue the presentation, I will introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ali Rahman. Here the introduction for fractional distillation. Components or substance are separated from the mixture via distillation based on their respective boiling point. It is frequently used method in the wide variety of industry, including chemical engineering, oil refining, and laboratory setting. The fundamental premise of distillation is founded on the notion that different substances have varying boiling point. Where a mixture is heated, the element with the lowest boiling point will vaporize first, leaving the another component in the liquid state. The mixture desirable in the ingredient are removed by gathering the condensate by the vapor into liquid form. This is our PFD for the fractional distillation. Results for the top distillation are petroleum gases like butane and propane, petrol and naphtha. Butane and propane and another petroleum gases are formed right at the top of distillation tower, where the coolest is very mild at 25 degrees C. The temperature range that form these gases are between 25 degrees until 50 degrees C. These gases are the lightest product formed in the crude oil distillation, and they are flammable gases. The result of the middle distillate are paraffin, kerosene, and diesel. Paraffin used for the heating and burning in domestic application is paraffin and paraffin wax, which form in the column at the range of 100 degrees C to 175 degrees C. Paraffin has between 20 and 40 carbon atoms. Paraffin wax is further processed to be used in industry to create candle, petroleum jelly that protect skin, and many other products. The result of four-bottom distillate are lubricating oil, marine gas oil (MGO), marine fuel blend, intermediate fuel oil (IFO), bunker fuel and heavy fuel oil, marine diesel oil (MDO), and lastly marine fuel oil (MFO).
Next, we move on to the common engineering problems related to the fractional distillation process of crude oil petroleum. There are four major problems that we can see in the fractional distillation process on daily basis, which is the fouling and deposition, excessive foaming, flooding, and corrosion. So firstly, we go into fouling and deposition. What is that? It is caused by accumulation of impurities such as dirt and slurries at the refinery units. What are the causes? It is the formation of asphalt or coke on the surface of trays that are insoluble. It also caused by precipitation of heavy components such as asphaltene on the surface of tray. The location of problem at the heat exchanger during the preheating or condensation of the crude oil, and deposit at the wall of distillation column and a tray deck. So how it affects on the efficiency process? It can minimize the surface area of liquid vapor contact efficiency of tray and increases the pressure drop. Next, we move on to excessive foaming. Foaming is a process of expansion of liquid due to passage of gas or vapor that builds up on a tray. It caused by high liquid viscosity and vapor velocity that is too high that can cause turbulence. So the location of problem usually occurs at the tray decks. So how it can affect on the efficiency of the process? It reduces the separation efficiency in distillation tower and can lead to entrainment from one tray to another. Next problem is flooding. Flooding occurs due to high vapor rate that holds up the liquid, causing it to accumulate within the spaces of the tray. It is caused by the vaporization of the reboiler that is too high and improper tray or packing design of the column. The location of problem usually occurs at the tray deck, specifically at the liquid vapor contact area. So how we can affect on efficiency? It disrupts proper liquid vapor contact of vapor crude oil. It increases the pressure drop column within the tray tower. Next, finally, corrosion. It is deterioration of the metal surface of the distillation tower. The presence of corrosion substance in the crude oil such as hydrogen sulfide. Another part is the presence of moisture and water exposure at the surface of the distillation tower. The location of the problem is that it can occur at all internal surface or the tower at the walls of the distillation tower. The effects of the process that it reduces the quality oil as high percentage of impurity are present. Okay, next we move on to the ways to overcome the engineering problems and the impact to the efficiency of the crude oil quality. So first method is the fouling and deposition. So how we overcome? Application of strainer before the heat exchanger to remove the crude oil impurities. This helps to improve the heat transfer efficiency and lower the impurities of the oil. Second method, feedstock pre-treatment, whereby the crude oil are treated by filtration or desalting process. It helps to facilitate the liquid vapor mixture at plates and minimize the pressure drop column. The second method is by excessive foaming. So how we overcome? And using anti-foaming agents, which consists of such as liquid hydrocarbon to reduce the foam and stabilize the liquid. This helps to prevent the formation of bubbles and their coalescence. Second method is controlling the velocity of the crude oil to avoid turbulence. This helps to maintain the optimal process condition, such as temperature and the pressure of the crude oil. Third, by flooding, we can have three methods, which is temporarily lowering the feed rate by reducing the reboiler steam. To reduce the liquid, this helps to reduce the liquid amount in the column and vapor pressure to allow the system to reach an optimal condition. Second method, by using modular type package MTP interface that helps to detect the flooding in tower by measuring various parameters such as abnormal pressure drop and temperature. This provides an early detection system of potential flooding process and allows the prevention with, with minimal damage to the tree. So modular type package is types of surface interface software which helps to detect the flooding or gives an early indication of flooding process that may occur in the upcoming events. Third method is you can use proper design and spacing of trays or plates. So we can use packings, for example. Packings helps to increase the interfacial area of fraction of crude oil and maximize the yield of production. Fourth is corrosion. So how we can avoid corrosion is ceramic coating at the internal wall of the distillation tower or injecting anti-corrosive additive in the crude oil. This helps to neutralize the acidity of the crude oil and helps to minimize any deposition impurities at the trace. Hence, this will improve the quality of the oil and the safety of the oil for consumption for the customers.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Amir Aiman with Muhammad Karim. My material number is DD220089 and now I'll be explaining the social health and safety importance in process plant. So in this topic, I will be explaining 5 reasons why SAHS is essential in petroleum industry process plant. So number one is employment protection. This is giving the suitable training, putting safety procedure into place and utilizing the right personal protection equipment, which is PPE, to ensure the safety and well-being of employees. This can avoid the accident, injury, and occupational sickness can be decreased as a result. So the second one is regulation compliance. Required by law, compliance with SAH regulation is essential for preserving operational license and permits. Non-compliance can result in fines and legal repercussion and reputation harms. And the third one is process safety. This can avoid leak, fire, explosion, and chemical release. Can all be avoided with the help of process safety system. And for the reason number four, which is the protection of the environment, by implementing advanced wastewater treatment technology and enhancing air pollution control system, industry can effectively reduce their ecological footprint and contribute to the preservation of ecosystem. And the last reason is society safety. SHS is given priority by reducing hazard for the potential event to adjacent population. This entails carrying out emergency response plans, successful interacting with the local government and the population nearby to avoid from any hazard happen. And that's all for me. Thank you.
For conclusion, the fractional distillation process in making crude palm oil is one of the major process. Second, the most common engineering problems that have a high potential to occur in the fractionation tower of the crude oil petroleum are falling and deposition, flooding, entrenchment, excessive foaming, and corrosion. And the last one, in the workplace, priorities for safety, management, finance, quality, and cost must always be emphasized at all times. I think that's all from us. Thank you.